AJayPay. AJayPay.
Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's AJayPay bringing you a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle against Bayrock. It's an NU match, and I'm using my NFE OU team in Black and White 2 finally. And if you don't know what the NFE team is, I've used it in 2 battles before, so I'll just link that down below, and you can watch those previous battles for that one. Please watch them because they're pretty damn good. But anyways, yeah, got a battle against this person. This person's in-game character is a girl, so I guess I could be the AJayPay, she could be my A baby. Just kidding, I already have an A baby in my life. Anyways, we're just gonna start the battle as she is going to lead off with a Golem, and I am going to lead off with my Monferno lead. Now, this Monferno lead usually works as if the opposing poke is faster, I can endeavor and then vacuum wave to kill it off easily. But in this case, I'm faster, so I'm just going to set up the Stealth Rocks because she's probably most likely going to set up her own Stealth Rocks, which is what she's going to do. So I'm going to switch out and to go into my defensive Shelgon because I can take any one hit because of the defensive investment and the EV Light. And I take that Earthquake pretty well, so I know that I have to Wish now so that way I can have a good chance to survive against this thing. So I'm gonna go for the Wish, and I'm trying to make him switch. I'm trying to make her switch out. I'm gonna probably say him a lot because you face a lot of guys in Pokemon. But anyways, I know I can live one more Rock Blast, so I predicted her to predict me to go for Protect and switch out. That's why I went for the Dragon Claw, but she doesn't. So I do live the Rock Blast. However, she carries the Rocky Helmet, which is gonna finish me off. So my over prediction completely destroyed one of my walls. So I'm gonna switch into my Girder because it could take a physical hit from this thing, and I'm just gonna gain some health back from the Drain Punch. I know it should be a 2-hit KO, but I do get a crit here, and the crit actually does matter in a sense because I wouldn't be healing up as much health as this because I would probably had more Rocky Helmet recoil and one more Earthquake damage on me somewhere around that general area. But Kadabra's gonna come in. I'm very scared of the Wiz. Oh, Wizkid, yeah, I'm scared of him. I'm gonna switch into my special defensive wall, my Dragonair. And I thought this would be to a KO with the Psychics, but surprisingly enough, it's not because of my special defensive investment and EV Light. I only have EV Light on 3 things. Don't worry, people. They're not all EV Lighted. But I'm going to go for the Waterfall. I don't want to lock myself to Outrage because she does have a Ditto, which is most likely Scarfed. And surprisingly enough, I live this Psychic as well, but I do get a special defense drop. So I can't stand as long as I can anymore. However, I'm going to get the rest off. I just got to hope the Shed Skin activates now. And I got to predict her moves accordingly, as I was trying to finish her off right here, but she encores me into rest. So now I have to stay in. I don't have to necessarily stay in, but I'm afraid that she would predict my switch to Kadabra. That's why I didn't switch out yet. I'm just going to lock myself into rest because eventually I know she'll either switch up moves or switch out, which I'm going to predict her to go for the Psychic now. That's why I'm going to switch, but she actually switches into her Girder since I'm weak on the defensive side. I did not predict this Girder switch. I just predicted her to go for another Psychic. But this still works out for me either way, as I'm going to go for the sub because I thought she would either switch out or bulk up. But she actually has knockoff, which is actually going to really affect this game that she has knockoff, as I'll explain towards the end of the game. But she's going to switch out into her Kadabra again, and I'm going to get a free sub, so that's very nice. I predicted that switch. Now, if I win the speed tie, I'm going to destroy her team. However, she wins the speed tie and locks me into substitute. So now I definitely have to switch out. I can't do anything to this thing. I'm going to go back into my Dragonair because, you know, it's the best check to this thing even though it's asleep. I just got to hope the Shed Skin's going to work out for me this game because it is like a 30% chance to activate. Luckily it does, so it's like a 50 or 75% for me today. But I take this Psychic really well, and I thought she would switch into the Ditto now, predicting me to go for the Waterfall so that way she could be resistant to it with her Ditto. But I stupidly locked myself into Outrage, and she gets a free switch into the Ditto. And this Ditto is easy going to knock me out with an Outrage since it's most likely Choice Scarf. And she does confirm later that it is Choice and it's most likely Choice Scarf. Because what other choice would you run with a Ditto? Anyways, going to switch into my Girder because I lost my 2 defensive core walls. And this is the only thing that can take hits in general, and I take this pretty well. That's why I went for the Drain Punch, because I thought I wouldn't take it well. But then again, going for the Drain Punch is the best move. I need to get as much damage on this Ditto as possible because it is a big threat. Because if it transforms into my Kadabra, I'm basically screwed. Basically, at least. She switches out to her Rotom Fan, as I'm going to pull a double switch out into my Haunter. Because I was predicting this Rotom to come in and this Rotom to trick a Scarf on me. And I do carry a Choice Scarf on this Haunter. That's why I wanted to do that. But she doesn't trick, As I go for the Sludge Bomb thinking it would kill, it doesn't. And then since Haunter has piss poor defense, this Rotom Fan is easily going to kill my Haunter. However, next time that Rotom Fan switches in, it's going to die from Stealth Rock's damage. So I guess that's kind of a win in a sense for me, as now Kangaskhan is going to come in, and most Kangaskhan's carry Fake Out. So I went into my Monferno just to basically die because it's useless at this point. But she roars for some reason. I don't know why. I guess she's trying to lure me into the Kadabra so that way she can switch the Ditto into copy it and have a choice card to Kadabra and like basically screw over my team. But she roars me out to the worst possible thing for herself. As I go for the Drain Punch, it surprisingly doesn't kill, but I do gain a lot of health back, which is definitely going to help me a lot. And then she just roars me out again for some reason. And this time she gets my Kadabra, but that's perfectly fine because now I can finish this Kangaskhan off easily in one hit. And I was hoping this thing didn't carry Sucker Punch. Luckily, this thing doesn't for some reason. But now the only problem is that I finished the Kangaskhan. She gets a free switch into Ditto. And Ditto's going to transform into a Choice Scarf Kadabra with a high spec attack. So I'm just like, well, I might be fucked. I don't know. But I'm going to switch into my Monferno as Death Fodder just to get a pivot switch into my Girder. Luckily, she goes for a Shadow Ball. If she went for the Psychic, that may have been a problem because that's probably a 2 KO on my Kadabra. But I'm going to go into my Conkeldurr now. I mean, not Conkeldurr, Girder. My nicknames are tricking me. What the hell? But I thought a Mach Punch would finish this thing off, but it doesn't. However, she's just going to go for another Shadow Ball. So that just proves that she's choiced in some way. Definitely Choice Scarf. But she does get a special stop. Doesn't really matter. For some reason now she switches out. You know that Ditto, next time that's going to switch in, it's going to die from the Stealth Rocks. So I don't really think that mattered that much. And then she switches out to the Rotom Fan, which dies to the Stealth Rocks too. So basically, she has one poke left, which is going to be her own Girder. Now, this is where a knockoff makes a big difference, because I thought this would be a bulk up Drain Punch war to decide who will win the game. However, she knocks off my Eevee Light, but that's perfectly fine, because it turns out she replaced bulk up with knockoff. So therefore, if I just can bulk up to the point where my Drain Punches are doing more and gaining more health, I am definitely going to win this, barring that she does not get any crits. And at this point, she realizes that. That's why she decides to Mach Punch for some reason. I would have just kept on Drain Punching. I don't know. But due to the fact that she chose knockoff over bulk up, that's going to allow me to win this war against her. That thing doesn't even look at the her face thing. But that was a stupid her sound I made. But anyways, eventually, I am just going to finish her off with some Drain Punches, and then she's going to switch Ditto into the Stealth Rocks, and it's going to die, so I might as well just end the video here. So, very good game, Bayrock. You will not be my AJayPay, because you might be a guy in real life. I don't know who you are in real life, but, yeah. Still a very good game. That was pretty fun. I love using the NFE team. It's more of a gimmicky / fun team. It's not definitely a competitive thing. I said yesterday Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke Randomizer would be up yesterday, but yeah, I didn't have the time, but it will definitely be up tomorrow. I really do promise. And I am working on the Pokemon Pit beta video that will probably be sent in by tomorrow, and hopefully whoever runs that channel will have it up by next week or something around that. So yeah. Anyways, that about does it for me. So like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys later.